How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, this time from a completely different game. The next game in the Formula 1 series, the GOAT of the Formula 1 series. It is Formula 197. As you can see in front of you, we are just about to start another championship, and the story that we are going to be following this time is Stewart's first season, their debut season. The Formula 197 season was a season full of change. You had the defending world champion going to a backmarker when Damon Hill could only find a role that suited him at Arrows of all places. Mastercard and Lola tried to come together with a really ill-fated partnership that lasted all of one qualifying session. They weren't allowed to take part in the race. They weren't. And then they weren't allowed. They turned up to Brazil to find out that their team were no more. So yes, that was a bit of an S show. There will be I've got an idea in mind about how we can cover Lola at some point. They were meant to be in this game. I think if you look deep in the sort of data, you can Murray Walker has got lines for Mastercard, Lola, and Vincenzo Sospiri and Ricardo Rossi in there somewhere. But they didn't make it, obviously, because they didn't make it past the first qualifying session. We have Albert Park for the first time, as you can see there. We finished Adelaide, and then they went to Albert Park for the first time. The Austrian Grand Prix is back, and at this point we'll be doing it at that point. But the main reason we're here is for a new team. As you can see, a new team with a familiar name. Rubens Barrichello driving for Stewart Grand Prix. Sir Jackie gets on the grid with his own team. The man who went on a safety crusade that really shaped how F1 is today, really, and continues to be a major influence and a major part of the Grand Prix weekends, accosting celebrities on the Miami Grand Prix grid, and just an all-round legend on and off the track. And obviously, given the part of the world that you may have guessed that I'm from, Stewart was really the only team that we could use in this one. I had toyed with using Jan Magunssen as the second driver for this, because Jan Magunssen tied it back into McLaren. The Mansell McLaren series was our teammate for one race in that season. However, we have to go Rubens, really, because Rubens is an all-round legend as well. So in this one, by popular demand, we'll be doing the full qualifying session. This will be, every video in this series will be split up into two. Dropping every Saturday will be the qualifying sessions for all the races. We'll do full 12-lap qualifying. And then we will also be doing a medium race, so that's probably going to be about 8 to 10 laps, depending on where we are. So Spa will be a shorter number of laps. I imagine the A1 ring, as it was known in this one, would be a slightly more laps, because it's a shorter track. But we start off with the championship round qualifying. So I think with 12 laps, I think what I'm going to do is an out lap, 2 flying laps, and an in, and I'll see how I got on there. So here we are, qualifying session for the first round of the championship. Now, Stewart's first season, they would go on to greater success. Stewart's first season, it wasn't the best. I think in all, Rubens might have only finished 3 or 4 races out of a 17 race calendar. So I mean, that's not ideal. So if we can finish the majority of the races, then we're certainly doing better than Rubens did. So we are here we go, hoofing it down the start-finish straight for the first of our qualifying laps here. As we break on here, took that quite well. We get traffic already, so hopefully they can stay out of our way. So this is just going to be our first sort of out lap, as it would be. Even though we started in the middle of the grid, we just got a practice start there. I've run a bit wide there, but that's fine. If I go wide again here, it means I can take it. I am full throttle through that corner. And if I get myself round, what I don't want to do, there we go, I took that corner reasonably well. What I don't want to do is find too much grass. For those who watched the early races, oh, Martin Brundle's talking and I couldn't sound any less enthusiastic if he tried. Early races in the Mansell at McLaren season, you noticed that I had quite the affinity for spinning right at the start, because as you can see, I like to take a lot of curb. I mean, I don't think track limits, hopefully not as enforced as, well, say hopefully not as enforced as they are today. They're barely enforced today. And then you go for the sublime to the ridiculous, where they're always enforced and then they're never enforced. So here we go. As we head up the start, finish straight to end our first lap, we're going to get a banker lap on the board, 1:36, and that is going to put us first. Yay! I can't imagine many people have taken have finished their laps, but I'll take first for our first time out. Obviously, Sir Jackie is obviously very used to victories. Oh, here we go. Took that corner a lot better the second time round. Oh, this is a lot smoother. I do really like. I mean, Albert Park. I do really like this track. I think it's. I can't remember what I was. I can't remember what I was listening to. I think it was the podcast. If you listen to the race, do a podcast. Bring back V10s. If you don't listen to it, I would highly recommend it. It is fantastic. But one of the guys on there said for a semi-permanent circuit, Albert Park flows wonderfully. You would think it would be purpose. You would think it's purpose built. And for me, that I only found out fairly recently that it wasn't that it was semi-permanent. I thought it was always a purpose-built track, but then you look at some of the, certainly one of it's like you can definitely tell when looking closer at it. One of the corners is definitely a car park. I mean, looking at it really closely, one of it's definitely a car park. So there goes Williams number one. That's obviously Jacques Villeneuve has taken over the pole position there. So this is going to be our last flying lap, and then we'll head into the pits. Lap 4. So we'll do 3 runs, and we'll see how we're going here. There we go. I've run a wee bit wide. Yeah. So this bit here, obviously a car park now. When you look at it, I mean, I don't know how I missed that before. Oh, this car's actually wonderful. We're actually going a bit quicker. Oh, okay. It's slower compared to. I don't know, Murray. I wish I could ask him. I don't know if we're slower compared to our time or slower compared to Villeneuve's time. We're actually DC's now. DC's now in pole, or certainly would be have as fastest through the first 2 sectors. Oh, that's not good. That wasn't good there. I don't want to cheese this, but I think I'm going to be behind anyway. I've run quite wide there as well. Ooh, oh dear, that's. I've run wide here again. What I'll do is I'll take it easy over this last bit here. Oh dear. I don't want that to be what we're judged on. I want to do this with full integrity. I don't want to cut any corners. Flags are on for the race, so I probably should have actually just come into the pits there and done 4 runs, but there you go. Flags are on for the settings we've got, very simulation like. Flags are on, damage is on, fuel depletion's on, tyre wear is on. So yes, so it's we're going very, very. We're trying to do this by the book. I also did for full transparency. This is the second time recording this. First time the audio didn't record, so you get none of the commentary. But I did learn in that one that the fuel load in your car very, very much part of this. part of the simulation in this. I didn't know, wasn't paying enough attention at a pit stop to realise that I was filling the car up to the hilt, and I was trundling round. I was getting overtaken. I think it was a 10 lap race, and I get lapped by about 7 of the cars. I was caught up by very unceremoniously by a Minardi twice. So that was, I had a 30-second gap, and it was gone within the space of a lap, or lap or two, over my teammate who went in to get a rear wing, a front wing fixed. So not ideal. So here we go. We're back in the pits. That's the fourth of our runs here. So we will see where we finished. And here, we'll just stop with 9 laps worth of fuel there. So we're fourth just now. So I've got enough fuel to go to the end. So next time we come in, I think it's just a quick in and done. There goes a McLaren out. So what are we? So we're fourth just now. We're a second and a half down on things. So we will fall down the pecking order here. But we'll head back out again. We've got our new boots on. We're quite heavy on fuel, so I think I come in, immediately press X. Oops, dear. Whoa. Pressed the wrong button there. So immediately press X, just get the fuel out the thing. So we've got enough. I think 7 laps. So that'll get us to the end of the thing. So no more fuel in the car. We'll go as light as possible for the next time round, as we head round for first outlap of run number 2. Yeah, let's not, because I've just come out of the pits, Murray. Come on. Yes, that's fairly obvious. Come on, Murray. You're better than that. So the roaring crowds here looking to see Rubens come through in the white and tartan car. A lovely liveried car. Obviously now the artist currently known as Red Bull Racing as Stewart Grand Prix. So they did eventually win many. Well, they won a couple of races. I think Johnny Herbert won a couple of races, or did he just win the one? Was it European Grand Prix in '99? He definitely did win that one. I don't know if Jordan Grand Prix got any other victories before they became Jag, and then they became Red Bull, and then the rest is history, as they say. So here we go, flying lap number 1 of stint 2, and we take the first corner very well there, as we head up towards turn 3 and into the car park, which I didn't realise was a car park. Let's get round there. What I can say is I'm driving this car a lot smoother. I did have to lift off there, which I'm not happy about, but I'm driving that. It's a lot smoother to drive the Stewart, the first Stewart Grand Prix car than it was the '95 McLaren. So maybe Nigel Mansell would have got, if he was still racing in '97 for Jordan, may have got more than one victory. And certainly Rubens would go into bigger and better things with Ferrari, multiple time race winner with Ferrari. And if it wasn't Jenson Button winning the World Championship in 2009, if he was up against anyone else, Rubens Barrichello, I would have wanted him to be the world champion. He deserved it for all the years service he gave to Formula 1. But, you know, I'm a JB guy, so wasn't overly fussed, and maybe that played into the selection here as well. I want Rubens to get his moment. The son could win a championship with Rubens Barrichello and a Stewart in their debut season. That would be something. If we win a race, it would be, if we finish more than 3 races, it would be a miracle. It would be a major improvement on what Rubens did there. So 133, we're by down to 7th. Yeah, so as you can see, we're trundling down the thingy. We're not quite in free fall. I think a top 10 finish would be quite nice. A top 10 start, should I say, would be quite nice. Points is still to 6th in 1997. So I don't think it goes to. I don't think it goes to the top 8 until about 99 or 2000. Could be wrong. But certainly we're only points paying positions is still 6, so that's the golden position that we're aiming for. So Murray's saying there, I'm improving on my lap times there, so I will take that. Thank you for the update, Murray Walker, the legend that is Murray Walker. As we're heading down again, this nice fast flowing section here. If I can get through here nicely. And come on, it's a good one. Don't run too wide. Oh, that's ruined that lap. You're right there, Murray. Kissed the Aramco there. I was on a good time there as well. That's really disappointing. So we'll go for that's the last flying lap of this stint. Let's just come in just now then. Do I come in just now? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'll come in just now and I'll go for 3. What I don't want to do is get this. I don't know the rules. If you do 12 laps and then an in lap, that counts as a 13th lap and then you get disqualified. So that's what I don't want to do. But I don't know how that works in this game. So we're down to 7th. We've completed 6 laps. It's only got us completing 6 laps. So down in 7th. DC still quite a ways ahead. Mika Hakkinen, so we've got double McLaren up front. Don't know if any of the Ferraris have gone out yet. I wasn't paying enough attention there. If I'm going to be truly honest with you, I was just paying attention to where we were, and that could have been dangerous because was that a Sauber just coming herring past us there. So we get 8, 9, 10, 11, so we get 3. We can go for 3 flying. Excuse me, that's lap 8. Sorry, so this is us. So how's it? We completed 6. I don't know. 7 is when we came in. So I don't know. I don't know if I've been lost. I don't know if I've been shafted out of a lap here. 9, 10, 11. Right, so I've got 3 flying laps to go. That does seem right. So I can go through. I can go out in lap 8, flying lap 9, 10, 11, and then in 12. Okay, so that'll work. That'll work. So I've got 3 goes at pulling together a good lap. As I say, not looking for poles or front row starts at this point in time. Just looking for a respectable start, hopefully in the top 10, as we say, and I've run very wide there. Had to lift off there. So here we go. Take that nicely again on that corner that's got the Not Foster's logo, and on the grass verge there. So the fresh boots that I put on are being shredded by putting them across the grass. I put them across the grass again. Oh, I've lost all momentum going up the start-finish straight. That not ideal. Here we go, flying lap number 1 off to a horrendous start as I've lost all my momentum. But here we go anyway, that's a lovely first corner. Lovely first corner there. So here we go, going straight down towards turn 3. Can I get a nice wee entry into this one? Not the best, but I have kept a decent amount of pace there, which I'm quite happy at. As we head round here, the nice fast flowing the semi fast flowing section before the really fast flowing section. So that's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Let's see where I'm going to be compared to DC. I've got a wee bit of time before the timing line. This seems to be a bit of oversteer there, but this seems to be okay. This seems to be I'm quite happy with this lap. So where am I compared to DC here? 1.3 down. That's not bad. There you go. So I've improved on my time anyway, and that's all that we need to know. Because if I improve on my time, I'm improving on the times of the guys that are in and around the sort of us. I mean, I don't know if we should be See, you think of Stewart and you think of a very good midfield a midfield team that can challenge for good points finishes. At this time, they were brand new. So I don't know, a back mark at 0.8, eighth of a second. I mean, I pulled back some time there. So there is pace in this car. I've now moved it up to 6th. So there is pace there. And that was a better corner there. I'm just going to try, I've kept it full throttle here. I'm going to try and keep it full throttle going through this bit here. Yes, we can. So here we go. I'm only 6/10 down. I've cut the corner a bit there. That's not ideal. So here we go. Oh, come on. Let's keep this together. Let's keep this together, because this could be a really, really good lap. Moving forward. This really is the one. This is where I have a lot of the problems. I'm just going to do a small lift here to try and get a good exit. And a small lift there. That was okay. That was good. I'm actually, oh my goodness, I'm up on DC. There is pace in this car right enough. Oh my goodness. Come on. Let's hold it together. I've run a bit wide there. No. Small lift to try and get a better exit. Here we go. This is... Oh, that was a good exit there. That was a good exit. Now we're going. 25, 26, 27, 31, 9 is what we're looking for. No. Yes, we did it. 31, 1. We're 8/10 up. We've gone 8/10 quicker. Oh, that is... Oh, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I was not expecting that. I've gone wide there. Oh, my goodness. I might as well stay out. I'm not going to improve. I'm not going to improve. I've buggered it there in my excitement. But we are, at this point in time, on provisional pole. There is about 45 minutes of the session still left. I've got my 12 laps out early doors. But as it stands, Rubens Barrichello is, if the session was to be red flagged right now and would not be restarted, Rubens Barrichello would be starting Stewart Grand Prix first race, and I'm so used to Barrichello being a Jordan driver after the Mansell McLaren series. Rubens Barrichello in Stewart Grand Prix first ever race would take pole position. Oh, and I've messed that one up as well. So I'll just cross the line here. Cross the line. It's not improved. 6.5 seconds down. I will end the qualifying session there. Where do we finish? There's no point in me doing the last lap here. It's just going to be an in lap anyway. So end qualifying session. Where do we finish up? Yeah, so I'm just thinking. Return to car setup. I'm not going to set the car up. I just want to see where we are. This is where it's not going to tell me, is it? So here we go. This is exciting. This is exciting, everyone. Where did we finish up? Come on, tell me. Loading time. PS1 loading times. What's this all about? 9th. Oh, after all that, Giancarlo Fisichella. That's a very good run out for him. So you've got, yeah, I mean, it's as you would expect, really. Villeneuve first, Frentzen second, the two Williams miles ahead. Well, Frentzen, Villeneuve, or driver number 1 Williams, well out in front. And then you got Schumacher, Alesi, and Berger, double Benetton. Where is Eddie Irvine? Because he's behind Giancarlo Fisichella. There. And Fizzy, I think, in this point in time, is in a Jordan. So, we'll be starting 9th. I'm happy with that. We were aiming for top 10. We had a brief dalliance there with pole position, but I'm happy with 9th. So join us in the next one, which will be dropping tomorrow, as if you're watching this on the day it's released. If not, it's going to be the next one up in the playlist. So join us tomorrow for the race for the first round of the Formula 1 1997 season, Stewart's debut season.